So everybody's talking about how hot the real estate market is right now, right? Yeah, but there are lots of people out there that still think it takes 5, 10, even 20 or 30% down to buy a house. So this is one of the video scripts that's been wildly successful in helping me grow my real estate business. It's super simple. All you have to do is just identify a loan program that requires little or no money down, interview a lender, and then just watch the leads start rolling in. So how does this video script work? Well, the first thing you need to do is identify a low or no money down loan program. So I'm in the middle of central Kentucky, as you can imagine, a pretty rural place. The Fayette County where Lexington, Kentucky is, and the University of Kentucky Wildcats has a population of about 300, 400,000, and so the USDA loan's not available, but all of the surrounding counties, there is a USDA $100 down program where you can buy a house with $100 down. It's an amazing program and a great way to get first-time home buyers and people that may have gone through a divorce into a house and kind of get them over the hurdle of, I think I need a ton of money to buy a house. So if you're in a larger metro area, let's just say you're in Chicago, this obviously, the USDA program's not going to be available, but a lot of banks have what are called in-house programs with a $0 down, or you can do like a 90-10 split. 100% financing where 90%'s on a mortgage and 10%'s on a home equity line. Just call around to a couple banks, loan officers, and really understand what loan options are available to your audience. And so once you identify that, we're going to interview the mortgage loan officer, and we're going to, make a quick introduction and say, hey, this is Morgan Franklin, your local Lexington realtor, and today I am here to tell you how you can buy a house with $100 down. Today we're going to interview XYZ loan officer. Let's jump right into the interview. Then you just cut into the interview. And while you're doing this interview, you're going to want to get some shots, video shots where you can just take photos of some aspirational homes. And what you want to do is say, this is what the down payment is, and this is what the estimated monthly payment is. And get the loan officer to say that so you don't get into any NMLS, lending guideline issues. Have them say it, and then just flash up, 3 different properties. It's $100 down to buy this $150,000 house, and the payment's $1,000, and then go up, 2 or 3 different levels, so you've got a nice wide range, so people can say, wait a minute, I'm living in this crappy apartment for $1,500 a month. I can spend $100 down, and I can pay $1,200 a month to own this house that's 10 times nicer than this crappy apartment. Well, this sounds like a winner. So get them to tell you about the loan program. Try not to spend more than like 60 to 90 seconds, because when you start getting into terms like DTI, LTV, credit scores, things, people's eyes start to spin like a slot machine in a casino. So it's super important to just keep it simple, and you want to just get them hooked on the idea that they can get the benefit. Don't talk about the features, don't talk about the interest rate, don't talk about, the details of the loan. You just want to talk about, you're here right now, and we can get you to this house, this benefit, this aspirational home, this place you want to be. And once you talk about the loan and you show off the houses, now it's time to give some testimonials from some of your past clients. And it's not, hey, Morgan was the best real estate agent ever. What we want to do is we want to focus on the consumer and talk about what buying that house is going to do for them. Something that's really popular is a sense of accomplishment and the recognition from your family members. So call up some of your past clients and say, hey, have you ever hosted Thanksgiving? Have you ever hosted Christmas? Have you ever done this? And then ask them, how did that make you feel? Were you really proud that you got to host that wonderful Thanksgiving? And so you can get 2 or 3 testimonials from people where they're going to tell you, yeah, right after we moved into our new home, we hosted Thanksgiving, and all my family came over, and they told me how wonderful the house was, and it made me feel really proud that my mom or my dad or my brother or my sister, whoever it was, really thought that my house was super nice. And it's an amazing way to tell the narrative that buying this house is going to get you the respect and admiration of your family members. And that's really that's the story we want to tell and get people really involved. And then once you get them excited about the status that comes with owning a home and the fact that it's going to be better than what they're renting right now, they're hooked. They don't care. They're not going to ask any questions. I mean, they should ask questions, and you need to do due diligence to explain to them all the terms of financing and hook them up with an excellent loan officer. But they will buy with their emotions, and then they will justify with reasons and logic. So we get them all excited over the emotion to buy a home. by telling that story, and then they will justify it because, hey, my mortgage is going to be $100 less than my rent. You know, if you lead with you're going to save money, it's really, really hard to get people to bite. But if you can get them sold on the emotion of, I'm going to have this, you know, admiration of my parents. My parents are going to be proud of me. If I buy this house, then they're hooked, and then they justify it by saying, well, it's only going to be $100 more than my rent payment, or it's going to be cheaper than my rent payment, and they can justify it that way. So it's just really important to convey emotion. So that's why I keep the loan officer, because typically anytime I've interviewed a loan officer, they're driving a popcorn fart, they are bad at telling stories, but you need to interview them and then just kind of overlay the videos and the images of the aspirational houses so they know what they can buy. So intro, interview, show aspirational houses, tell emotional story, close them out, and then just, you know, the close is, hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you'd like to learn how you can buy your own house, please give me a ring or comment down below and I'll shoot you an email and we can set up a time to chat. My contact information is gonna be in the description below or above. You know, ask them to comment. Now, be careful, because if you ask them to comment with their email address or something, then all your other real estate competitors are gonna jump in and start emailing them and try and snake them. Not that that's ever happened to me, but it could. And an even better way is to just go ahead and put that mortgage application. A lot of lenders are gonna have an online application. Just go ahead and drop that link in the description. Then everybody that's watching the video that's interested clicks on that link, they give their mortgage application. The loan officer is then going to qualify that person for you and then just hand over a qualified lead who's ready to go look at houses and buy, and you save yourself a ton of time. So you don't have to do that, but if that's something your loan officer has available, I strongly encourage it. But always, 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 if they're not comfortable doing that, you always want to give them the option to give you a ring or schedule a time to grab some coffee and kind of talk over their options. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. And if you're ready to start growing your business and learn how I grew my business from under 3 million to over 10 million in just 24 months, making simple videos like this, I'm giving away the 3 best video scripts for real estate that I've ever done in a free PDF. All you have to do is just click the link down below. And on top of those free scripts, I'm also going to send you an invite to our private Facebook group where you can join in and join the community with other clever realtors, and people are, you know, asking questions and they're posting videos for a little bit of feedback before they push them to the world. And I'm going to be in there commenting, and you can ask me questions directly right there as well. Would love to see you over there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.